Hi, everyone. My name is Clement Johnson, owner and CEO of Clemtech LLC. And I'd like to introduce you to a new product we just became a distributor for. And this product is called Tosibox. Tosibox is a hardware VPN. For those of you that are in the business of VPNs, this hardware VPN is a little bit different. And our hardware VPN for the Tosibox has a patented technology that I am sure resellers, persons in the building automation space, companies that do video streaming, companies that interact with the military for worldwide connections are going to really be interested in this product. But first, a little bit about Clemtech. Clemtech is a knowledge and information management company. We've been in business for about probably about 13 years now. We specialize again in knowledge management and information management. And our products include technology products such as Microsoft server products. We do sell Cisco products. And now we've just picked up a new product called Tosibox. Our customers are businesses, government agencies, state and local, and we do some education benefits. But that's enough about Clemtech. If you are a reseller or if you own a building automation company or a technology company that does worldwide connections, you're really going to be interested in this product. So let's get to the product itself. Um, the mission of Clemtech is to create worldwide and the most secure remote connections between devices. These devices are through the Internet of Things, and industrial Internet of Things devices. Our new product, Tosibox, is the world's first user friendly remote access solution. Tosibox is a patented plug and go technology that provides a remote access solution that's easy, scalable, reliable, and secure. It's not only a cloud service, but a direct industrial VPN that tunnels between physical devices. Only trusted devices can access the network. Industry has proven automation and technology over the years. We see industry evolving from mechanization to mass production, automation of computers and electronics, cybersecurity, and networks. Now we understand the growth of the industry. Let's talk a little bit about the technology piece of the industry. Operational technology, or OT, manages the operations of the physical layer, processes, and machinery. The focus is on doing work. Operational technology is hardware and software that detects or causes a change through the direct monitoring and or control of industrial equipment, assets, processes, and events. We think about OT systems as PLCs, your program logic controllers, SCADA devices, DCS, or your distributed access control systems, computer numerical controls, which are abbreviated as CNCs in the industry. It manages the flow of digital information. The focus is on doing business. IT is a subset of information and communications technology. An information technology system is generally an information system, a communication system, or more specifically speaking, a computer system. When we speak about IT versus OT, when we put them together, we look at IT as managing the flow of digital information, with the focus being on business, versus OT, which manages the operation of the physical process and machinery. Our device is going to help put those together. Our hardware VPN that we're labeling as Tosibox. And when we put both of these together, now you get a full process of what we're calling the new technology process of connecting devices and information together in one holistic view. So, operational technology is hardware and software that detects or causes change through the monitoring and control of industrial equipment, assets, processes, and events. Today's OT is connected. Data is stored and analyzed using machine learning and visualization on management dashboards. And when we look at the industries that are supported through this type of data in exchange, we'll see in the bottom left hand corner, we're speaking of the industrial automated industry, the building automation industry, traffic automation, process automation, agriculture, marine, and the telecom industry. And it goes even further past that to your government agencies, especially agencies like the State Department or joint forces that have issues on communicating with host nation networks. Bringing the operational technology data and information technology data together is imperative in today's organizations. Although effective, this model is outdated based on today's information requirements and data visualization needs. Today's connected model requires interaction between operational technology and informational technology networks. This connectivity provides a full view of an organization's networks and cybersecurity health. Enabling integration between OT and IT domains is a mandatory requirement. Seamless connectivity is realized by an edge framework and integration platform, normally located in the cloud or on premises in a data center. This combination is used to separate data generation from data usage. The result is increased operational performance, protection of profit margins, customer retention, and the creation of new business models. Open, well-defined OT architectures and their specific properties are the business transformation key. They unlock the potential of IoT ecosystems and transform any business into a smart business. We've learned from experience these are the 5 top OT networking issues. These issues are issues that your customers will find with inside of their company, and these are issues that every IT business is dealing with when it comes to technology and networking issues. Operational technology even further expands it through cybersecurity, scalability, cost, interoperability, and complexity. When designing your operational technology network, there are 7 platform must-haves when designing your network. From simplicity to edge cybersecurity, hub networks and cloud services on premises or both, down to frictionless IT and OT interoperability. If you get it right, these are the 7 operational wins. And these several operational wins will show you how our hardware VPN with the patented technology. And keep in mind, I'm sure we understand VPNs, but what to concentrate on our solution is the patented technology. And we'll talk about this patented technology. So previous IT choices are insufficient, unscalable, and inexpensive. And as we look at this particular visual from the left side, focusing on complications, costs, and security, to across the top when we start talking about traditional IT networking. And we look at traditional IT networking. We look at IT platforms that are not designated for operational technology. In the OT environment, when we talk about integrating the OT and IT networks, IT companies are, in a lot of cases, using hardware and software that is designed for information technology to bridge the gap between IT and OT. And this doesn't work. And it doesn't work because of complication, doesn't work because of cost, and doesn't work because of security. And as we see up underneath the Cisco trend line for IT platforms not designated for OT, we see the complications just takes a long time. We see the cost in this are very high with the equipment, with the securities. And we see the security risks are very high because these aren't necessarily security platforms, they're securities within the configuration. However, for a human error in setting these up is very high. The vulnerability risk is very high, and the data privacy risk can be very high if not set up correctly. And then we go over to the next side of this slide, which is software such as Cradlepoint, TrendNet. AT&T is getting into the integration of OT and IT, and although they limitedly work when it comes to complication, they still take hours to set up. The costs are still very high. And in industry, they're trying to industry needs to bring these costs down in order to extrapolate a solution across their entire enterprise. And then when we look at the security risks are still high. So a lot of organizations, government agencies are looking at cloud-based remote access. And these are at the top. We look at these particular software models, and a lot of us may not be familiar with these. A lot of these have been banned on the internet, and some of them are used but not widely advertised. But this is a subset of OT. And they're a subset of OT because they do specific functions within operational technology. However, the complication takes hours, and these solutions aren't scalable. You need to buy an individual solution for every rollout that you do. The costs are account based, which, if you have a smaller organization, may fit with inside of your budget, but as you start rolling out to larger enterprise type organizations, the cost can be extremely high. And these aren't security products at all. So when we introduce a hardware VPN, I'd like to introduce you to our hardware VPN, Tosibox. This is a product that is networking designed from the OT up. Extrapolating to the other presentation, the other slide that we had explaining the IT systems. Let's look at this toward OT networks and Tosibox. Still focusing on cost, complexity, cybersecurity risk, and we want to add another element that we touched on, but now we want to bring that element out more, and it's scale, going from your smaller rollout to your larger rollout, and the scale will end up extrapolating to cost. So when we look at traditional IT, this is the previous slide, and now it's graphed to OT networks and the potential cost, complexity, and cybersecurity risk. And then let's look at the Tosibox platform. In the Tosibox platform, the costs are low, the complexity, and this is the patented piece of Tosibox. We keep the complexity extremely low, and the installer on the distant end, whether it be within your local area, or within your local city, within the continental United States, or worldwide, those complexities really don't require an IT professional to install our hardware VPN for worldwide connectivity. The difference is our patented automation. And going back to our previous slide, let's roll this into the Tosibox solution based on traditional IT platforms and based on the subset of OT type software. We see that Tosibox is purposely designed for operational technology. This is the space that the product was designed for, was operational technology. The complication, the speed to set up, that's all automated. It's set up at at a centralized location, and then the device is mailed out, connected to the internet. It's already set up and ready to go. The scalability is unlimited. Each device inside of your configuration can be scaled up to a Class A network. The costs are low. We don't do ongoing costs. We don't do subscriptions. We do have a subscription program that we will be releasing probably near the end of the beginning of the first quarter of next year or the second quarter of next year. But those network versions are to lower the entry cost and not necessarily to increase the cost of ownership. The security risk are eliminated with Tosibox. Our patented technology does point-to-point connection over the internet and then basically drops under the internet cloud to maintain the point-to-point connection. So Tosibox is an industry-leading OT cybersecurity device. The device does self-creating networks, and this eliminates human error. No third-party software or no third-party providers are required. That cuts your costs. There's point-to-point data flow with built-in 256-bit AES encryption. For those companies that are trying to meet their NIST requirements, this will help you meet your NIST requirements with the AES encryption. Also, to help you meet your National Institute of Security's technology requirement is that all networks are physical first and require multi-factor authentication. There's no static IP addresses, no dynamic addresses or DNS farms required. And the device has a secure boot. And we allow the capability for over-the-air networks to improve security. So now I'm sure you're starting to see the differences here between just a regular software VPN, a regular hardware VPN, and then now our patented technology, which is going to allow very secure and very quick setup times, basically just plug and play, that will be automatically programmed. So you'll be able to save costs for equipment, you'll be able to save costs for IT personnel, and you'll be able to save costs for subscriptions. This should be huge for any reseller of building automation networks, or any monitoring company that does video monitoring for several customers at one time, or for personnel such as that do the energy business, or do like gas companies that require different site locations to be connected. Now you can pretty much cut those costs in half. So we're talking about a frictionless IT and IoT relationship, because now they can be combined. And our device can be set up in front of your firewall, or it can be set up behind your firewall. So there's no specific ports required, no static IP addresses, automated firewall. It works automatically behind your firewall with NAT, DHCP, VLAN, routing, and MAC filtering. You can build up to a class A, B, or C network for every device. And this is important, especially to the enterprise users. Now you can quickly build those class A, B, or C networks for every site. And this can be worldwide with limited IT experience. And that IT experience will be at your central site. And then once you mail it out, it's just particularly plug and play. Networking technology that IT professionals already know and trust. So it won't change the way you're doing your IT, but it will change your secureness of your IT and your ability to build out networks. And the entire Tosibox infrastructure is cellular ready, and not just cellular ready on a single cellular networks. We do dual cellular networks also. And this is a little bit of what our equipment looks like. At the Tosibox site, at the top here, we'll see our Lock 500. And our Lock 500 at the site, protocol agnostic, through the LAN connections, you can connect whatever protocols that you need, and there are 4 ports for that. The cellular connections, within the cellular connections, there are 2 cellular connections, and you see there are 2 secure internal Wi-Fi's also. All of these networks can be pre-programmed, and they automatically switch between networks depending on which network is up. So if you had 4 separate networks, and then you had two cellular networks, then you would be able to set what your priority is for each network, and without any operator action, the Tosibox would automatically switch to networks. And you can set your primary network, so when that network comes up, it switches from any alternate network back to your primary network automatically without operator action. We also have the ability for your client, for your sales staff, or for your maintenance staff that are in the field or operating through several sites. They can manage those sites, do their data access or collection management, do their remote maintenance on their iPad, through a cell phone, or on their laptop computer. And we also have a central version, which is our server version, which manages multiple connections. Each of our server portions can connect up to 5,000 devices. So you can still go out to a Class A LAN, but each either virtual or hardware VPN server can connect up to 5,000 devices. Now these can be 5,000 Tosiboxes, which can build their LAN behind that firewall, but and you can connect 5,000 of these. So this is how it works. Look, this is a remote access, and through remote access at the central station, which can be controlled by the laptop or can be controlled by a server, you can connect all of your clients. For instance, let's take a video monitoring company. Let's say this setup is a video monitoring company, and then let's say you have some connections that you're doing connections for gas and electric companies. So you can control each of these, and these may be on the same network or different networks. So you can control access to each one of those networks. Or if they're located worldwide, you can have them control their own network. So you can have through access control within the locations here, you can have them do access control to their stations, and maybe there's another station that's located near them that is controlled by another organization, but you wanted some redundancy for this station. You can set that redundancy up also, and this station would have control to both stations, and then this station would have control to his stations, but he would not have control over to this station. And each one of these are operating and setting their perimeters individually. Let me go back to this slide. And as you see, the central station is disconnected because since Tosibox only takes 10 seconds to come up. So this configuration headquarters remote access for monitoring, the headquarters doesn't need to be continuously active because it only takes 10 seconds. The subordinate headquarters can control their network access within their region. Unlimited network scalability can be set up for each region. The organization headquarters can build a worldwide data collection for real-time monitoring, data collection, IT networks for remote work. So that you not only can you do remote access, also data collection. Headquarters can build networks with maximum capacity with unlimited scalability for remote access networks, data collection networks, access control networks, and meets cybersecurity and network management. What we focus on is trying to uncomplicate and security internet. Government agencies tend to have classified, unclassified networks, but they still have to meet NIST compliance. This is a networking device that can help them do that. DoD agencies often extend their global networks with intermediate host nation cellular connection with point-to-point encryption and dual-factor authentication. This could be huge for government agencies that need to do communications and pass classified, unclassified information or conversations through host nation cellular technology. Looking at government agencies like the State Department. Now these agencies have the 256-bit encryption, further securing their the cellular connection, and it's point to point. So it additionally further secures the connection. And for DoD networks, this can uncomplicate connections for classification, networks such as unclassified networks, secret networks, and networks that are on TSCI networks. That unclass that secureness within the data for DoD networks is already there and in place. The complications for the DoD networks comes to setup time, and comes to the time when a network can become active. With a device like Tosibox, since it is plug and play, DoD could concentrate on the network access through Tosibox, which, when plugged up, the configurations can already be done. And this would allow organizations worldwide that are mobile, that are flyaway organizations, DoD organizations that go and do field exercises. Now those network connections can only be 10 seconds, vice the entire setup. Connections such as FirstNet networks. We've been looking at FirstNet and Tosibox for a while. We have a new FirstNet configuration that we're releasing in a couple of months. This is going to be huge for the Department of Homeland Security and for department or government agencies that connect through government networks and networks through FirstNet. Now those networks can be connected within 10 seconds and allow a smooth transition between the time that an incident happens and if constant monitoring is not required. So when constant monitoring isn't required and networks are off the network, this will free the network up for speed and for access and less packets flowing across the network nationally. This within the FirstNet capability, this will be huge for hospitals and healthcare facilities. One of the biggest issues for healthcare facilities within FirstNet is the HIPAA requirements and the NIST requirements for DoD. A device like Tosibox will meet those requirements and provide those particular healthcare facilities to come up on the network quickly and to be able to transition that network when non-use is required. So this is a little bit about our product. It's an OT creating infrastructure. We're in 150 countries as of right now. Over 100,000 operational technologies have been already created globally. So this is our patented technology, but we're a newer company, but we're not a company trying to figure things out. We pretty much automatically got this figured out, and this is why Clemtech has taken up the Tosibox technology as a distributor. The Tosibox technology is globally patented. Tosibox has sales organizations in 42 countries, including the United States, in which Clemtech is one of those sales organizations. And we have approval through FCC, the CE, certification, ISO certification. So this is not new technology. But the patented piece of this technology is new. If you would like to become a Tosibox reseller, or if you're interested in purchasing the Tosibox, please feel free to contact our organization at Clemtech LLC. We'll be glad to provide you with with the product and to be able to have the product available for your organization. I'll go back to the beginning slide so that you can see our contact information here. And this is our contact information. You can you can contact us at any time through this through our contact number here. Again, Clement Johnson, Clemtech LLC. You can reach me by email. This is our work number. You can reach me by my cell phone. We thank you for your time, and if you're looking for new networks, Tosibox should be your integration between operational technology and information technology. Thank you.